The veil was a tapestry of Spanish moss, draped across the entrance of the dilapidated plantation house. Elara, her hand trembling in Elias's, hesitated. "Elias, are you sure about this?" Elias, his face etched with an unsettling eagerness, squeezed her hand. "Elara, this is our chance. A hidden fortune, a fresh start." Elara, a city girl raised on concrete and car horns, felt a primal unease gnawing at her. The air hung heavy with the scent of decay and something older. The silence was broken only by the mournful hooting of an owl. The house loomed, a skeletal silhouette against the blood-red Louisiana sunset. Elias, a history buff with an insatiable thirst for adventure, had stumbled upon a local legend. The Devereux plantation, abandoned after the master's descent into madness, supposedly held a secret fortune. Ignoring Elara's anxieties, Elias pushed aside the veil. The interior was a portrait of forgotten grandeur. Cobwebs, thick as fishermen's nets, draped the furniture. Elias, unfazed, rummaged through dusty tomes, muttering about hidden compartments. Elara, on edge, found herself drawn to a faded portrait above the fireplace. A beautiful woman, her eyes filled with an unsettling sorrow, stared back. Days bled into each other. The house seemed to resist their intrusion. Doors creaked open at night. Strange whispers swirled in the humid air. Elara dreamt of the woman in the portrait. Her sorrowful eyes replaced by a chilling emptiness. Her unease festered. One thunderous night, while Elias scoured the library, Elara felt a cold touch on her shoulder. A chilling whimper echoed through the halls. In a state of near panic, she stumbled upon a hidden room. Inside, a dusty trunk held a diary, its leather covered damp and cold. The diary belonged to Amelia Devereux, the woman from the portrait. It spoke of a darkness plaguing the plantation, a malevolent force feeding on fear. The more Amelia feared, the stronger it grew. It whispered promises of untold riches, driving the Devereux family to paranoia and madness. Terror gripped Elara. The whispers, the unease, it all clicked into place. The house was feeding on their anxieties, twisting Elias's desire for the fortune into an obsession. Panicked, Elara searched for Elias. She found him in the library, his eyes manic, muttering about a secret room behind the fireplace. He spoke of hidden gold, his voice echoing in the desolate room. Elara knew then that Elias was lost, tears streaming down her face. Elara remembered Amelia's diary. The darkness thrived on fear. She had to face it, to break its hold. Stepping into the library, she raised her voice, strong and defiant. "There is no treasure. This house is a trap." The air crackled. Shadows writhed in the corners. A ghastly voice, cold and ancient, slithered across the room, mocking her defiance. Elara squeezed her eyes shut and focused on a memory, a sunny day in the city. The warmth of her own apartment. She imagined leaving the house, leaving the darkness behind. With a shriek that seemed to rip through the veil of reality, the darkness erupted. A wave of ice-cold fear washed over Elara, threatening to consume her. But then, something shifted. The mocking whispers faded. The air grew still. When Elara opened her eyes, Elias lay unconscious on the floor. The shadows retreated, leaving behind an unsettling silence. The veil at the entrance had fallen away, revealing the creeping dawn. Elara stumbled out, the cold Louisiana air a welcome change. The house loomed behind her, a brooding sentinel of forgotten horrors. She didn't look back. She knew the darkness was still there, lurking behind the veil, waiting for the next fool to be drawn in. But Elara was done being afraid. She had faced the horror and emerged, battered but unbroken. The legend of the Devereux plantation remained. But now, it carried a new message. Sometimes, the most valuable treasure is the courage to turn away.